Hey guys, this is Pink Chocolate Milk. Today we're gonna let AI DeepSeek to teach us how to play IS-7 in 2025. Let's see how to play IS-7 in WoT Blitz.
A few moments later.
There's so much detail, I'm actually surprised. 490 alpha. I'm a bit confused. But now that it seems legit though, at least at this point, that's how I understand how to play the IS-7. For example, like this bit, slightly angling about 20 to 30 degrees. Because of the shape of the hole, you want to kinda bait the enemy a little bit. Make them choose between shooting your upper hull or the lower plate. And then you wiggle a little bit, they might panic, they might forget to switch to gold, then they probably bounce. And even if they don't, you just buy yourself 2-3 seconds of reload time. This is extremely useful, especially when you're fighting medium tanks, light tanks. And then it comes to this aggressive flanking. Yes, normally you would want to put IS-7 in front of heavy tanks. Not because of how good it is against other heavy tanks, but more so to share your hit point pools with your teammates. But at the same time, you don't want to eliminate that option where you use your mobility, use your armor, even alpha damage to bully a flank. Then you might open up the map. As a result, your medium tanks, light tanks can do what they're good at. Let's keep looking. Equipment, crew skills, not too important. Oh wait, tactics. This is important. To summarize it, early on you want to use your mobility to take critical positions. Use your very existence as a pressure to force the enemy to adjust. And then mid-game, you push a flank. Help your mediums, just like I said. Once you're able to open up a flank, they are able to do what they're good at. Stretch the map and then create gun lines. And, that's basically it. Well, I say that's very useful. Let's put them into use. Now, as you can see, both sides have a lot of fast tanks. Naturally, they're more likely to go to the left flank. Of course, there's always possibilities that they don't. But for this map, doesn't matter because it's easier to defend in the medium flank than in the city. Yes, the cap circle is in the city, but it's so easy to decap. It's literally in the open. So as a result, with all that considered, we decided to go left. Now, at this point, we already know what we're going to do. It's time to look at what our teammates are doing. Let's check the minimap. Our two other heavies are not coming out. They are going towards the middle of the map. A lot of people might say, oh, why are they not coming out? Why are they not joining the majority of the team? But in fact, actually, that's not how it works. They are in the perfect positions. Why is that? If the enemy team also have people invested in town, for example, the mouse, for example, the T95E6, as you can see in the minimap now, who do you think is protecting our flank? Our two heavies remain in town. What I'm trying to say here is, don't get mad when your teammates not going where you want them to go. Sometimes they have better insight, sometimes they might actually help you. And so we're back to here. What we're trying to do is to put pressure against the enemy fast tanks, force them out of positions and then clear this flank. However, that's not gonna happen if we don't flush this Sheridan out. So I'm waiting for a timing. When I'm not spotted, I'm gonna cross left. In this setup, I only have one repair kit. I don't want to get tracked in the middle of nowhere. We're unspotted now, so we crossed. Take a glance at the minimap. We can see that the whole the only TD is in town as well. However, our heavies in town are very low on hit points already. They can't hold much longer, so what do? We are going to plan what the end game is. What do I mean by that? We are trying to save as many medium tanks, fast tanks as possible. We clear the medium flank, and whatever they have left in the town, they have to come out. Why is that? I guess you don't need DeepSeek to tell you that there are so many hilly terrains in the medium flank. And what IS-7 does the best is hold down. This is what we call home court advantage. So we have to push this flank as fast as possible. Hopefully before they kill all our heavy tanks. Now in here, I know we want to continue pushing, but at the same time, I forgot where the whole is. So I'm a bit hesitated to push. Well, and then he appeared. So we turn back, help our teammates to clear him out. As you can see, everything up to this point is going according to plan, according to DeepSeek. In the early game, we took key positions. We hold down so the enemy medium tanks cannot do any damage to us. And then in the mid game, which is now, we're helping our medium tanks to push a flank, aggressively. However, one thing you should not forget is you have to play accordingly. Constantly checking what your teammates are doing, what their pace are. Like here, we're facing 140 and a bad chat. If I'm not careful, I might permanently get tracked. That's why I need to wait for the Sheridan and the T-100LT. And here I wait for a little bit. I know our light tanks are looking at this corner. So once the 140 is fired, so I push left, force the Batchat to come out of cover. I know my teammates are looking at him, even though they missed, which is okay. And then we repeat it. Once we wait for the 140 to fire, we continue to push the Batchat. Except this time he gave me a chance. Once again, we check on our teammates. I want to keep the 140's attention on me, so my teammates can get to his side unspotted. As you can see, our T-100LT is not spotted. So I decided to charge in. Even if I take a shot, doesn't matter, I still have the hit points. Keeping your fast tanks alive in the end game is extremely important, because their mobility is the best distraction. Now, we're in the end game. Just as we predicted it, we clear the medium flank. We have our home court advantage. The rest completely depends on how we use it. We're not afraid of the mouse, it's just too slow. Sheridan is gonna help me spot the mouse. Our main focus should be the T95E6. So we come to this small hilly positions where we can find places to hold down. And then we wait for our teammates to flank. However, our T100LT is just a little bit ahead of schedule. He should have just waited a little bit longer. Wait for the mouse to get respotted, and then I can go in town with him. But he just got in too early. I guess we have to drive up and see if we have a chance to shoot them. I guess not. That's a little bit of a pickle. And also what makes this game interesting. You guys can see that I'm constantly checking my teammates' positions. I am playing accordingly. I am adjusting my pace. However, my teammates are giving me the counter example. They did not adjust their pace according to me. What I'm trying to say here is, when you put yourself into those situations where your teammates cannot help you, you can't blame them for not helping you. That's completely on you. Well, luckily this time, we just got the angle to finish the T95E6. All that is left is just this mouse. And I say we secure our win. To summarize it, AI DeepSeek is 100% correct. I know this is probably one of the most ideal situations, but it really has predicted the entire script of this game. Early game, we take key positions, force the enemy out of their comfort zone, and then mid-game we play accordingly, help our medium tanks to clear the flank. And then end game we still have some hit points, so we use those advantage, terrain advantage and hit points advantage to secure the kill. I say let's play another game, shall we? This is actually funny. There's no medium tanks. Oh wait, one on our team. I guess it's very clear where we're going. We take on the enemy force head on. Onwards to the heavy flank. I don't think we should be worried in this crossing, since they don't have any medium tanks. Oh wait, they have the Grill 15. I should turn my turret a little bit. I guess we're good. Now, let's check what our teammates are doing. They are spreading across 3 different flanks. That's actually very good to see, because normally the enemy team with no medium tanks, they would certainly heavily invest it on this flank. So our job here is very simple. Hold is the key word. According to the script, we use our mobility to take the key positions, and judging by the enemy movement, they might not be as aggressive. So I decided to push a little bit more. Oh yeah, I might regret this. I'm a little bit too aggressive. But with our armor, we are holding on. Right, check it out here, 20 to 30 degrees angle. I bounce again. Guys, see? AI is just magnificent these days. Everything is said up to this point is correct. Just kidding. The enemy is very aggressive, so I need to back down. And in case you wonder why, check the top left corner of the screen. Our 50B is reloading. So guys, now you can see, in this game every detail matters. It's a team game. You have to constantly check on what your teammates are doing. That is the main difference between a pro player and casual players. Not because how good their aim is, not because how fast their reactions are. It's because they know exactly what's happening around them, and then they play accordingly. That is also another reason why you don't hear them complain as much as other players, because they simply know what their teammates are doing. They might be reloading, they might be moving, just like what I did just now. I decided to re-push because I knew the 50B is gonna support me. He had a full magazine. The IS-7, the VK-72 are not able to poke out. But now my 50B is only 1 shell left. I should back down a little bit, wait for him to reload, and then we push together. But at this point I checked the minimap again. I realized this game is basically settled. Our teammates on the other flank are already coming in. And they have what, 405, Caro 45T. All of these are autoloaders, auto reloaders. They're gonna delete a tank in seconds. So I guess there's nothing much left to do this game. We can basically call it GG. So what do you guys think? Do you think the AI answered it correctly? Do you think it's helpful? For me, it's actually very correct. That's exactly how I play the IS-7. It's never a damage dealer, but more of a offensive pressure. So this is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys and bye bye.